Be me. Don't expect much from people. Not bitterness. Experience. People like me don't get surprise connections and then everything change moments. We get routines. Silence. The comforting knowledge no one's disappointed if we keep to ourselves. Third time this week, I notice her sitting 2 seats away. Don't assume anything. She's quiet, doesn't doom scroll, doesn't sigh when the room goes silent, doesn't look like she's waiting for life to start. We end up at the same table, not intentionally, empty seats everywhere, and yet, here we are. Do the polite nod. She nods back. That's it. Brain relaxes for 0.7 seconds. Nice? 5 minutes pass, 10. Fully prepared for her to leave. She doesn't. Brain starts doing its favorite hobby. Say something. No, don't. If you say something weird, you'll confirm every theory you've ever had about yourself. Choose silence. She seems fine with it, which is new. Like, did I accidentally enter a different timeline? New. Eventually clear my throat like I'm about to address the UN. This place is louder than it looks. Immediately regret. She looks at me, thinks, nods. Yeah. One word. No awkward laugh. No forced follow-up. Just agreement. Silence returns. Wait for discomfort. It doesn't come. Start noticing details instead. She sits still but not stiff. Bag neatly placed. Glances at the door sometimes. Not anxious. Feels similar, which is unsettling. After a while she gathers her things. Brace for the familiar inner monologue. Of course that was it. Temporary. Blink and it's gone. She pauses before leaving. See you. Not a question, not hopeful, just factual. Nod. Yeah, see you. She leaves. Realize something uncomfortable. Didn't feel invisible. Didn't feel like I had to be better than I am. That shouldn't mean anything. People like me don't get meaning from moments like that. At least that's what I've always told myself. Still, for the first time in a while, silence feels less like emptiness, more like space. Next day, see her again, same place, different seat. Close enough that coincidence starts sounding like a lie I'm telling myself. So I stop pretending. Sit down 2 chairs away, not next to her. That would imply confidence. This distance says, I acknowledge your existence without demanding interaction. She looks up, not startled, just aware. Hey! Blink. That's new. Reply, hey, and pray. My voice doesn't sound rehearsed. It was, we sit. Again. Usually silence has weight, expectation, a countdown to someone panicking and making small talk. This one just exists. Glance at phone, check time, check nothing, perform the ritual of looking busy. She doesn't care, which makes me care less, which feels suspicious. 5 minutes in, realize something important. She's not waiting for me to entertain her. That alone is disarming. Clear throat again. This is usually where people panic and start talking about the weather. She tilts her head. I like weather. Almost laugh. Another pause. Pattern forming. When I don't rush, she doesn't either. When I don't perform, she doesn't demand it. She pulls out a book, just to read. Watch for the polite signal that means conversation is over. It never comes. Ask, nodding at the book. Is it good? She considers. Yeah, slow, but good. Nod. Slow works. She looks at me a second longer than necessary, then nods back. Like we just exchanged a secret handshake made of nothing. Eventually, stand to leave. Realize we've been there almost an hour. No awkwardness, no forced smiles. Just time passing, walking out. She says, same time tomorrow? Stop, process, nod. Yeah. She leaves, again. And somehow I don't feel dismissed. I feel expected. That's new. People like me don't get chosen, don't let myself believe it yet. But something says, this quiet thing isn't accidental anymore. No idea what to do with that. Third day, brain decides this is a problem. Not because anything bad is happening. Because nothing bad is happening. People don't just sit with me. People don't just come back. Start analyzing like it's a crime scene. She arrives before me. Notice immediately. Unfortunate development. Why is she early? Is she always early? Is this her place and I'm the intruder? Sit down anyway, carefully. Hey, again, same tone, same calm, no disappointment. Brain gets more suspicious. Reply, hey. Then internally panic. Too quiet. Say something. Don't. You'll say something wrong. Decide to go with honesty. Bold choice. Probably a mistake. Stare at table. So, just to be clear, you don't have to sit with me. She looks at me. I know, she says. I want to. That sentence should not feel like it rewired something in my chest. It does. Refuse to comment. Silence returns. Different now. Heavier. Because now I'm aware of it. She takes out the book again. Same one. Progress. Brain starts drafting exit strategies. She's just being polite. She's bored. She'll stop coming any day now. Prepare myself just in case. As always. At some point she looks up. You okay? Freeze. Yeah. Why? You're very loud, she says. Blink. Loud? She gestures vaguely. Thinking. Laugh despite myself. Yeah, that tracks. She goes back to reading. Doesn't push. Doesn't demand an explanation. Later, leaving. She pauses. You don't have to explain yourself. Look at her. I know. She nods. Good. Walk home with thoughts quieter than usual. Maybe not everyone is waiting for me to mess up. Maybe not every silence is a test. That idea is uncomfortable and strangely hopeful. Next day, I'm late. She'll already be gone. This was the day it ended. Of course it did. Everything does. Walk in preparing an apology to no one. She's there, same spot, same calm posture. She looks up. No annoyance. Just a small nod. You're late, she says, not accusing, just stating a fact. Yeah, sorry, she shrugs. It happens. And that's it. No disappointment, no tension, sit down. And it hits me. She's not evaluating me, not scoring my performance, not waiting for me to become more interesting. She's just here. This is worse. I'm used to people losing interest. Predictable. Quiet acceptance feels like standing on unfamiliar ground, so I test it. I'm not great at this, I say. At what? Being around people. She considers, nods. Me neither. No pity, no motivational speech, just shared information. Glance at her hands. Relaxed, not fidgeting, not tense. She's not trying to fill the silence. She's comfortable inside it, and somehow, with me in it. That usually bothers people, I admit. She looks at me. It doesn't bother me. Because if she's not disappointed, what excuse do I have to keep my distance? We sit longer than usual, no big moments, just presence. Leaving, notice something unsettling. I'm not rehearsing what I said, not replaying mistakes. I'm just walking, beside someone. For the first time in a long while. I don't feel tolerated. I feel accepted. That thought follows me home. Don't notice it immediately. That would be too convenient. It happens somewhere between her sitting down without hesitation and me not mentally preparing an exit strategy. I feel fine, which is unsettling. One day she shows up with a small paper bag, sets it on the table between us. I brought extra. Look inside, cookies, homemade by the look of them. Brain panics on schedule. You didn't have to, she replies, like a line she's said before. I know, I wanted to. Same sentence, different day, still hits the same. Take one carefully. Eat. Actually good. It's good, I say. Honest. She smiles. We share cookies and silence like it's normal. And that's the problem. Shoulders aren't tense. Not watching the clock. Not waiting for the moment she decides I'm not worth the effort. Absence of tension makes my brain search for danger. This is temporary. Don't get used to it. People leave. Those lines are memorized. Familiar. She notices something's off. Not because I speak, because she pays attention. You look uncomfortable. I huff a quiet laugh. Yeah, I think that's my default setting. She considers. Does it hurt? Blink. Does what hurt? Being on default all the time. Don't answer right away, because I don't have one. We walk together when we leave. At the corner she stops. I like this, she says. This pace. Nod. Me too. And I mean it. Walk home and it hits me. I'm not exhausted. Usually people drain me, leave me replaying everything I did wrong. This time, my mind is quiet. Maybe that's what safety feels like. And maybe I've been avoiding it because I didn't think I deserved it. And that thought sticks. Longer than it should. Start noticing the problem when I catch myself waiting, not checking the time, not counting minutes, just expecting her to be there. Dangerous. Expectation is where disappointment usually begins. She's late this time, and suddenly all the calm I thought I had evaporates. Brain instantly launches the slideshow. She got bored. She realized this was a mistake. She finally noticed I'm not worth the effort. Hate how fast it happens. She finally arrives, breathless, apologetic. And the relief hits so hard it scares me. Sorry, she says. Something came up. That's okay, I reply, too quickly. We sit, but something's different. Words escape before I can stop them. I'm bad at this. She looks at me. At what? Letting things happen. She doesn't interrupt, doesn't jump in to smooth it over. And somehow that gives me courage. Keep going. I don't know how to be close to someone. I don't know the rules, or the timing, or when you're supposed to feel certain things. Exhale. I'm afraid that if I get used to this, gesture vaguely between us, I'll lose it. She doesn't rush to reassure me, doesn't argue, she just listens. Which is worse and better at the same time. Add, quieter. I don't want to mess this up. Not even sure what this is, just know it matters. After a moment, she says, we don't have to know what it is. Nod. That helps. Rest of the time is quiet, but not strained. When we leave, she walks a little slower, matches my pace without saying anything. Notice immediately, that night in bed, it hits me. Fear isn't about her leaving, it's about wanting her to stay. And that's new. Another day. Don't plan it. If I planned it, I'd talk myself out of it. We're sitting like we always do. Same place. Same calm. Realize something uncomfortable. If I don't do something, I'll lose this. Not because she leaves. Because I never let it become real. Heart starts doing that annoying thing where it speeds up for no reason. Hate it. Hey, I say. She looks at me. Patient. Open. Not bracing. There's something I want to try, I continue. And I don't know if I'm doing this right. She waits. Doesn't fill the gap. I'd like to spend time together, I say carefully. Not just here, not by accident. Pause. As a choice. Brace for rejection. Body prepares automatically. Muscle memory. She considers it. Not long. Then she nods. I'd like that. Simple. Relief hits so hard I almost laugh. Don't. Barely hold it together. Okay, I say. Good. She smiles slightly. That sounded very brave of you. Snort. It wasn't. We walk out together. Air feels different. Reach the corner. This is where I usually overthink, where I usually back out. Don't. Do you want to get coffee tomorrow? Immediately add the disclaimer. No pressure if you don't. Yes, she says. Nod. Okay. And somehow, that one word feels bigger than anything I've said in years. Walk home. Thoughts are loud. Didn't suddenly become confident. Didn't stop being an introvert. Didn't fix myself overnight. Just took a step. And for once. The ground didn't disappear. Coffee place is quiet. Soft music. Too many empty tables. No pressure to perform. Perfect. Sit across from each other. This place is nice, I say. She nods. It doesn't rush you. Like that answer. A lot. We talk more than usual. Not nonstop. Just comfortably. Small things. Observations. Mild sarcasm. At one point she laughs softly at something I say. Feel it in my chest more than I expect. New. Cups go empty. We don't move right away. No one checks the time. No one signals the end. Eventually stand. Walk outside. Air is cool. Shove hands in pockets out of habit. She walks close enough our arms almost touch. At the crosswalk, we stop. Pause. Then, without ceremony, our hands brush. Accident? Probably. Neither of us pulls away. My hand stays. So does hers. Aware of every nerve in my body. Ask quietly. This is okay, right? She nods. Yes. Let my fingers curl slightly. We cross the street like that. Reach the corner where we usually part. Thank you, I say. For today. She looks at me. Thank you for asking. Walk home. Hand still feels warm. And for the first time, I don't immediately question it. Don't analyze it to death. Don't shrink it down into nothing. Let it be what it was. Something shifts after that. Stop rehearsing conversations before they happen. Stop preparing for disappointment as my default setting. We spend more time together. One evening, we sit side by side, watching something neither of us is really watching. Notice her breathing. She says, "You're quiet." "I always am," I reply. She smiles slightly. "Not like this." Think about it. She's right. Hesitate. Decide not to retreat. "I used to think there was something fundamentally wrong with me," I say. "Like I missed a class everyone else attended." She doesn't interrupt. "I told myself labels," I continue. "Reasons, explanations for why things never worked." Swallow. "They made the loneliness feel permanent." Wait for pity, for a reassurance speech, for her to tell me I'm wrong. She doesn't. She just listens. "Now," I say slowly, "I don't feel fixed or healed." Glance at her. "But I don't feel broken either." She nods. "That sounds important." "It is," I admit. Later, walking home, I realize something that surprises me. I'm not afraid she'll disappear tomorrow. Not because I'm certain she won't, but because even if she did, this mattered, and it changed how I see myself. I'm not a label, not a category, not a lost cause. I'm just a quiet person who found someone who understands quiet, and that feels enough. There's no moment where everything clicks, no dramatic realization, no sudden certainty about the future. Instead, there's a morning. We're sitting together side by side, not talking. She's reading. I'm staring out the window, lost in thought. And it occurs to me. This is what I used to think I wasn't allowed to have. Say suddenly. "I like this." She looks up. "This?" "Us," I clarify. "The way we are." She considers, then nods. "I do too." No promises, just agreement. Think about who I was before this. The guy who assumed he'd always be alone, who believed quiet meant invisible, who wore labels like armor, still quiet, still introverted, still cautious, but now also chosen. As we sit, our shoulders touch. Don't know where this leads. Don't need to. For the first time, I'm not measuring myself against anyone else. Not wondering if I'm enough. I already am, and I don't have to be louder to prove it.